Alright, it looks like X-Plane finally decided to load, so I guess we'll go ahead and get started now. I have all this scenery and whatnot that just takes forever to load. Several, probably 100 GB total of scenery that just has to kind of get up and going before we can start streaming, and takes a while. So sorry for the wait. It looks like it kind of timed the start pretty on point. So uh, we'll go ahead and get started. We'll go ahead and take the ground power. Today's flight is a real world flight. We're going to be flying from Cincinnati to Memphis. It is flown by the real world KII574 charters. They do this flight normally during the week, and they do not do it during the weekend. I guess that makes sense because I mean they don't really have much to do here during the weekend. So we'll go ahead and program this. Today we're going to be actually flying the RNAV route, which will be fun. For some reason they don't fly the RNAV route, the real world. They fly the VOR route, both with the 734 they bring in and the 722 they bring in. Sorry, Fairport is CVG. Set these two. Okay, so shouldn't take too long to get everything going. So it's not really going to be all that. We'll go ahead and get Volanta up and going. The route is, like I said, the RNAV route. So let me go ahead and double check over here on BatSim what it says. It's going to be the Kcvg-Kmem departure IIU transition. The call sign is going to be KII574 or 574. There we go. We're going to Kcvg-Kmem. There it is. And if we go ahead and go over here, you can see the route's kind of weird, but I mean, I guess it works. We're going to have a Memphis Center controller on for our arrival in, so that will be fun. We'll go ahead and go to the route here, and we'll be flying from CVG to KMEM. Now, I guess the next thing we should probably do is get the active runways. So let's go ahead and go over here and go datus.cloud Kcvg, and I'm pretty sure Memphis is south. Let's go CVG and taxi. Figure out where we are. We're down here. So they are departing the 18s, so I think we'll take 18 left for departure. And then there it is. They are, yeah, we'll take the visual 18 left, but we'll just program the ILS just to have something in there. So the Kcvg-5 IIU, depart 18 left, route activate, execute, will arrive the Blues 3 with the Pocket City transition, and once again we'll take 18 left, and we'll execute that, and we're going to go look and see if we have any discontinuity, which we do, and that doesn't seem to be a problem. So our landing altitude is going to be 338. We'll go ahead and set that now. I don't know why this thing is jumping so fast. 338, might as well set that. For the flight today, we're going to be going up to flight level 300. Nothing too crazy. In fact, it's nothing actually that hard to get to. Let's see. Go ahead and set that to RTO. We shouldn't need to push back today because of our position, so we're in a pretty good parking spot. We'll go ahead and make sure this is good. All that's set. So the IRSs are aligning, and we'll go ahead and go to perf. We're going up to flight level 300, and we'll have a 95 cost index. Put 2 in the reserves. Don't have a zero fuel weight yet. We'll go over here and hardware, set that to yaw, and general config, put that in pounds. So for fuel, I think it's going to be about, where are we going? I'll put on right 21.0. It might be a little bit too much, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, okay, so we'll go to ground services, we'll call the fuel truck, and they'll fuel us up while we wait. The outside temperature, I can go ahead and grab that. We've already programmed the route, so it's going to be done in case. Outside temperature is going to be 21 Celsius, so we can go here for our takeoff, go in it, take off. Outside temperature, I could probably get to that. There it is. Take off ref. So yeah, the outside temperature is what, 21. There we go. So do that, and we'll be doing flaps 5 while we wait for our IRSs to align. We're going to run a GPWS test.
Flight slow. Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up. Obstacle. Obstacle. Pull up. Airspeed low.
Alright, that's complete. We're going to make sure these light up properly. Okay, do this. Stall warnings. Roger. Okay, those look good. Go ahead and run a fire test as AP fire, and that's good. Go ahead and set this to TARA. You're on Unicom, which we are. That looks good. Alright, we'll go ahead and set the altimeter. It's going to be 3015. There it is. It's the bright dome lights. IRSs are set to align. Everything else is good to go. I guess really at this point we're just kind of waiting on the fuel to load up and the IRSs to align. Other than that, I guess pretty much we're ready to go. I guess I could probably shut the door. Yep, so we'll wait on the IRSs to align. Yeah, we'll be taking 1A left for departure. We got probably not that much time left on the IRS align, but I really don't know because I don't really have the IRS align time memorized. We'll just go ahead and sweep the overhead panel real quick, make sure everything's set up to the way I like it. So we have the electrical, just looking at the electrical panel, everything looks good. We have ground power, which is on. All those are set to normal. I don't think we're gonna need our center pumps. Let's see what this thing says. Yeah, we'll probably need our, well, let me look and see if they're done loading up yet. Yeah, it looks like we'll need our center pumps just for a little bit. This plane like barely holds any fuel. Alright, and there's the IRSs, so they're done aligning. Okay, yeah, that'll be good. So I guess around the same time our IRSs finished aligning, we're almost done loading up fuel. So I guess here we'll just go ahead and set our flight directors and our altitude to flight level 300. No ATC on, so we'll just go straight up to cruise. Make sure those are set. Those are, yeah, those look good. Alright, we're done loading. CFW 93.6, so we're going to put that in the perf page. It's going to be 93.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Put that in, execute it. I'll go here. I'll go flaps 5. There's our V speeds. And just a quick heads up, this is the B737-700. So if you have this, one thing I had to talk to Colton about yesterday, which he's another controller in ZME with us. In the 800, you don't have to do this. you just put in the flaps and make sure you have all your numbers in, and it gives you your speeds. So with this, actually, you want to go to your, I believe it's your second page of your takeoff, and go to the select/OAT. You want to do slash and then your temperature. So in this case, it was /21. Put that in, and that's why you're not getting your V speeds. So you need to put in your outside temperature to get your V speeds. That's one thing I was having issues with. So we'll set our IS Mach to 145 for departure, and all that looks good. So I guess now we can go ahead and fire up the APU, and then we'll be ready for taxi out. So go ahead and pull this down. Alright, that's where it needs to be. Once we get a good oil pressure, we'll accept the APU power, kill the ground power, disconnect it and all that, and then we'll start up the engine. So I'm just going to start it right here because there's no reason to really push back. And I'll turn right. I'll be exiting around, I'm reading the chart correctly, about spot 54. So, and then we'll join Tango and just take Tango up to 18 left and then just depart straight out. So yeah, there it is on the legend. It's call spot. So that'd be, if ATC is on, we're going to be exiting spot 54. So it'll be like Dragster 574 short November spot 54 ready for taxi. And then they'd be like, okay, cool. Go ahead and take the APU power, and ground power is available, but we'll get rid of it because we don't need it. Make sure, go ahead and make an outside inspection, make sure all the doors are closed, which it looks like they are. Yep, cool. Alright, so now we can that on, push that down, that in the middle, and now we can do this right here and wait for that to spool up to around 23. Most people say around 25. I introduced fuel around 23 on the N2. I think it's just a good time to kind of start it. And there's 23, introduce fuel. Looks like good rotation there. We got it spooling up there, and we should see this click back into the auto position, which once it goes there, we'll set the other one to ground and put that one on continuous. I normally turn off continuous ignition before I depart, so go ahead and set that to continuous and set that to ground. And then in the second engine, N2, takes a little bit longer to start up, just because can't really give you an accurate reason. But once it's up and around 23 on the N2, we'll introduce fuel. There's 23, comes fuel. It's a good rotation there. It's in takeoff mode, so once we get to the runway, we already have our speed set. All we got to do is press the mic button, and we'll be good for takeoff. So we'll go ahead and set this to continuous. Take our generator powers, and an APU is available, but we'll kill it. And we're gonna take these three, click that up, press these down. So there is the packs coming alive. Everything on the overhead panel looks good. Other than that, I don't really see anything else that needs to be fixed. So flight directors are on, IRSs are aligned, auto throttle's on. All we got to do now really is just taxi out to the runway and hit that mic button, and we're off to Memphis. So let's go ahead and get our taxi together. So we're going to be taking, I'll go ahead and go over to spot 54 before I announce on Unicom that I'm doing anything. So it's a non-movement area, so there's no, well, I mean, I guess there's a ramp control, but it's not online, so it doesn't really matter. We're in the DHL ramp because normally they'll fly this kind of with a I don't know. It's always weird. You never really know what they're doing. I think we're coming up on spot 54 here. I think this is 54. So it's gonna be into Cincinnati traffic. Dragster 574 taxiing to runway 18 left via Tango. We're leaving here on spot 54, Cincinnati traffic. So exit here, which is we're exiting on November on spot 54. Going here on Sierra, and then we'll bleed over onto Tango at Sierra 5. So flight level 320, I think is a pretty good altitude for, you know, this flight. There's no real reason to go any higher or lower than that. It's the altitude they take it up to in the real world. Plus we have a center controller, so our life will be pretty, a lot better than most. It's always good having some ATC on in and out of wherever you're going. I think the Dash 700 is a lot more fun to fly because there's so many more airlines that fly the Dash 700 instead of the 800. And you can tell a lot based off of this plane. If you look at the 800, you can definitely see how he's really optimized the Zebo for the 800 variant since the 700. So I'll go ahead and let you guys get a quick outside view. This is a really fun plane to fly, especially when I realized what the problem was with getting my V-speeds. So that's really the only issue I had. I mean, I was able to jump into this plane with the knowledge I had from the Dash 800 and was able to fly it. It's really not that much different. I mean, if you look at the cockpit at the first glance, pretty much everything is the same. I mean, it's obviously significantly, well, I wouldn't really say significantly, but it is smaller than the 800, but not really cockpit-wise. Taking a look around to the untrained eye, and I don't really notice any differences that are major. So this is going to be, and what I like about some of these models here is they have this little thing you can push down here that pushes all of the landing lights out. So you don't have to worry about that. So this is going to be RNAV to Kcvg-Kmem. So Cincinnati traffic, Dragster 574, departing runway 18 left, RNAV to Kcvg-Kmem, Cincinnati. So once we depart, it's going to be, we have RTO, all that's good. Go ahead and set these to auto. Stabilize throttle 50. There it is. B1. Rotate. How's it rate? You're up. Flaps
400.
There's autopilot. You're off.
1000.
There's flaps up. Off. Definitely can climb. I mean, this thing's climbing like a missile. I mean, 4,000 feet per minute. It's kind of crazy. When you're getting upwards close to 5,000 feet per minute, you're doing something right in the 7.3. check on the stream, see if anybody's saying anything. Alright, so our next frequency is going to be 13365 on Memphis Center. (4,750 feet per minute). It's pretty crazy. We'll go here. It's going to be 111.15. Go ahead and just program this in so I have it. Alright, we got 2 Memphis Centers on now. 1.75. Or it's 111.15. Yeah, I can't read. Here it is. And then the course select's going to be... we'll go ahead and put in 40. And the course select's going to be 181. Program it on both. In the 7.3, you can do a Cat 3. I mean, I'm looking out my window right now, though, and it's literally visual conditions to, like, the max, so I don't think Category 3 even needs to be mentioned on this flight, except for the fact that it's Category 3 capable, and that's all that needs to be said about it. Alright, we're already out of 10, so we can go ahead and turn these guys off. And you can see this is a pretty short flight. I mean, you can see Memphis right there. Go ahead and see what Volanta has to say about it. Yep, there it is. Pretty smooth sailing so far. I'm not kind of happy. I'm really happy that we're not getting all this bumpy crap on the way out. I do know, I can tell you, I did the flight over to Cincy yesterday from Memphis, and the weather was horrible. Super bumpy up at flight level. I mean, I don't know what I went up to, but all I can really tell you, it was not comfortable. One thing I also have noticed is if it's a cargo airliner, it does not pressurize the cargo hold. And one thing I've noticed about the 7.3 is there is no toilet in the cargo plane. So what happens when you're going on a long haul, like across the United States in the 7.3, you don't have a bathroom? I mean, what do you do? I mean, that's one of those kind of questions that doesn't really matter, but it's one of those kind of things I'd like to kind of have the answer to, so anybody's a 7.3 pilot might want to talk to your company. I'll go ahead and set the standard altimeter. I can't even begin to imagine what the altimeter is on the way in. Memphis, I have no clue what it is. So apparently I haven't even been receiving on Unicom, I've only been transmitting. That's fun. Okay, well, it's fixed now, so. Yeah, leave that on battery. Can't see what that's on. I'll just leave that on Gen 1. That doesn't really matter. I mean, battery and Gen 1, I guess I'm running on both of those, so I guess it doesn't really... Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I think everything on the overhead panel looks pretty good. Looks like one of the center guys dropped off. already up to flight level 230. This thing is climbing like a missile. I'm going to go to Volanta. I'll take advantage of Volanta's ability to read ATISes. I'm going to go see what they're doing down in Memphis. I'm pretty sure they're on the 1/8. If they're not, that's stupid because the winds are definitely favoring them. Let's go to ATIS. Yeah, that's what I thought. So, I mean, I guess I could take the... I guess I could take the ILS 1/8, or 2.7. 2.7 would work out pretty good. And I don't normally take 2.7 either, so I guess that would be kind of fun. Let's go ahead and get the secondary call sign for this thing, because I don't remember what it is. Actually, yeah, I do. It says it in here. It is... Oh, no, it doesn't. It says it on the airplane. Here it is. CB. So it's going to be Kcvg-Kmem. Kcvg-Kmem. There we go. And I believe we're direct... What are we? Pawnee. Okay. And then we're about to hit our top of climb. And then we'll get our top of drop with center. I do not think this is ortho. I think my ortho starts in Tennessee. Or somewhere around there. I think it starts... I want to say I have Kentucky ortho, but at the same time I don't really want to say that. Let's hope they don't change up the flow. I mean, let me see what real world Memphis is doing. I don't want to have to change my arrival. Okay, I mean, they're information India now, but I mean, the winds are 160. I mean, if they don't run the 1/8s, they are 1/8 right, 3/6 left closed. Okay, interesting. Huh. I wonder why 1/8 right, 3/6. If every time you check the ATIS, if there's a runway closure, it's always 1/8 right. I don't know why. It pretty much always is. Let's just use Avitab just for the heck of it. We'll go to arrival. What are we on? The blues? I don't know what arrival we're on. We're on the blues 3 with the Specker transition. Landing south transition. I don't know if there's really a landing south transition. I mean, I guess it's all off of the, I guess it all just meets at Specker. So it's Specker at flight level 230 all the way down to 14,000. But Copen at 230 at 10. I guess they have to break me off at L-Town. I don't know. Not that concerned about it. My computer, I'm not going to say it. I'm going to wait till the end of the stream before I say anything about it. So I guess we're just chilling out at 300 for, I guess, a good amount of time. I guess we enter, what do we direct IIU now? It looks like Colton's on the ground at Knoxville. I wonder what he's doing. I guess the better question is, where's he going? Interesting. Let's see what everybody's doing. I don't know if it's updated yet because it was still showing. Okay, there it is. ILS and visuals. I guess I'll just. I mean, I don't know. I may take the visual, I may take the ILS. I don't care either way. I think maybe after this I'll open up a Tracon somewhere in ZME or something. I don't know. I may open up I may stream some controlling. I haven't streamed controlling in a while. I don't know if I can do that in this plane. Let me see. Nope, I can't. There's no panel there for it. I mean, I guess it makes sense because it's cargo. So I don't know if I can see the wing from here. Yeah, I can see the wing. I just can't see the engine. Well, I don't know. Let me see. I can move up this way just a little. I can just jump on the dashboard. Let's see. Yeah, I can just see the wing. I can't. I mean, I can get up on the dashboard. I just can't see the wing. Let's see what I can do. Alright, there we are. We're in the dashboard now. Yeah, I mean, you can see the wing. I was trying to get to an angle where you could maybe see the engine, but I mean, maybe you could see that from like back here. Yeah, you can't go far now. I mean, I can't leave the cockpit either because it's not pressurized back there. So essentially, I would kill the airplane if I'd open that door. So that's a pretty important part of the airplane. So we're direct the Pocket City VOR PXV Alpha X-Ray Victor. I don't know why I have all these VORs memorized. I took time out of my day to write down every single VOR in ZME and their identifiers. There's a list on the website with all the VORs and their names, but I went ahead and spent like an hour going through AirNav and getting all of the frequent. I think I have it right here somewhere. Let me look. Here it is. I think it's in this little green folder here. Let me look. Yeah, here it is. Just for example, there's like the BNA VOR 114.1, 117.5 on the Memphis VOR, McKellar 112.0. So yeah, if anybody wants this chart, I mean, just send me a DM on Discord. I'll give it to you. I mean, I have some charts printed off here, like the ILS or lock runway 18 and olive branch, ILS 2 left. I guess I have some charts that I've flown these approaches before. ILS 4 left into Little Rock, RNAV GPS 3-1 into Grenada. I have multiple charts for Grenada apparently. None of these are Navigraph charts either, so obviously I made this little thing before I even had Navigraph, so I guess it's cool to know that I was making some kind of effort to try to be a decent pilot. Alright, now I'm seeing someone on my TCAS. Plus 3,600. Can I see him is the question. Oh, yep, there he is. Of course, it's a SkyWest. If that's a CRJ, I'm going to be... Oh, Lord. I don't know how high this guy's going. I think he's going to cross over in front of me. Where's this guy going? Oh, he's on the ground. Interesting. Where are you going, buddy? How high are you going? 33? Oh, yeah, you're good. I mean, if he's plus 4,000, it doesn't matter. Alright, if he's climbing, he's good. Because I'm level here. I'm chilling out here for a while. From this altitude, the only thing I'm going to start is my descent. No more climbing. So let's see, there is... I actually have access to my phone that's on 46% for some reason. And I'm gonna just, for the heck of it, let's pull some information on this guy. So this is SkyWest 2587. He is going to Atlanta from Indianapolis. He's only been... Okay, he's an instructor too. He's an I-1 with 1,233 hours as a controller, a P0 rating with 1,413 as a pilot. It's pretty impressive. He's going up to 35,000 in the CRJ. Huh. I don't know what the service ceiling is on that. I'm actually going to look that up. What is that, the 700 or the 900? Let me see. Let's see. He is in the SkyWest 2587 CRJ-700 Slant Lima. I'm also pretty sure that's not the equipment suffix for one, but, you know, we'll go with it. So we'll go to the CRJ-700 service ceiling. So the CRJ-700 is designed to go up to a maximum altitude of 41,000 feet. Depending upon payload, it has a range of up to 3,620 kilometers. Fuel capacity 19,595 pounds, max range 1,702 nautical miles, max payload of 18,055 pounds. It's pretty impressive for the I was gonna call it the crappy regional jet, but you know I would offend some people who find joy in it. Don't get me wrong, I don't have any issues with the CRJ. It's a really good airplane. I had it for, I mean, I still do have it for FSX. I just don't use it because FSX just, yeah. If y'all have watched my streams on them, it's super unrealistic and it barely works. So, I mean, yeah. FSX is just super irritating. I can just, I can have fun on X-Plane and trust that it's going to actually be a more realistic simulator and perform better than what you see on FSX. X-Plane, I mean, look at this. This airplane is free. The stuff you get for free on FSX has a Garmin in it and nothing works. Like, everything you get for free on FSX is horrible, and this is what you get for free on X-Plane. A fully functioning aircraft you can trust to take on a long haul across the United States with multiple different liveries, variants, and the time and hours people put into these. X-Plane is a simulator that basically is just, the community is a lot more involved than what you have to work with FSX. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on with our flight. We are now direct to Pocket City VOR, as I before mentioned. Is this Atlanta or is this Charlotte? I don't know why Charlotte's been getting so much traffic here recently. I may need to go freshen up on Charlotte approach and departure. As I don't know if I've really announced this yet, but I am a ZTL controller now as well. I'm certified to control every minor field, and that includes Charlotte. Yes, Charlotte is a minor field. I can control any TRACON, tower, ground, delivery, any position except for A80. That is the only major field within ZTL. A80 is the equivalent of Memphis's M03, which is M03 is Memphis's TRACON, which I'm training on now, and A80 is Atlanta. So I'll go ahead and show you A80. I don't know what I can show you, so I'm just going to show you what I know I can show you, which is the airport. So this is Atlanta. If you don't know what Atlanta is, it's basically an extremely overrated, busy airport that gets way more traffic. And basically, you can just look at it this way. If you're going somewhere that's probably a long-distance flight in the real world, or even in the simulator, you're probably going to have a stop in Atlanta, whether it be for fuel, or it's a connection, or a layover, or bad weather. 99.9% of flights are going to go to Atlanta. And if anybody knows what this is, it's not a jet stream because there's not an aircraft there, but I always see these on my flights. It's not a cloud because I'm at 30,000 feet. I mean, I'm not saying there can't be clouds this high up, but I see these on all my flights. Like, if you go back and watch some of my flights to like LAX, or when I was crossing the ocean for my EGLL flight, I just see these things. I don't know what they are. I mean, I would say it's like smoke from an AI aircraft, but I mean, I don't have AI, so. I would go in outside view, but I'm sure you guys who are watching enjoy your ears working. Outside views don't go over real well. Oh, we have a tower controller as well. That's going to be cool. So we also have someone on Nashville as well. No, we just haven't ate us up for it. Alright, let's go ahead and double check it since we have it on here. It's going to be landing runway 9er and 18 left. Wow. So, I guess we can take 18 left. 9er's 2 out of the way. I mean, 27 would be acceptable, but 9er would make me have to... Yeah, I mean, even if I requested it, I probably wouldn't even get it because of the stupid vectoring that would have to go on to get me over there. And 9er's on the west side. Here, I'll show you. Too lazy to open the chart. So it is. If I were to take 27, I would. I'm coming in on the blues 3, so I'll be coming in from like this direction here. I mean, he could easily just break me off and vector me down like I was doing last night on the MO3. But I mean, if on the blues 3, he would have for 9er, he would have to break me off like up here, cross me over the path, and just send me, turn me, bring me in on 9. That's way out of the way. Plus, on 18 left, since I'm Kalita, I'm parking at the visiting cargo, which is like right here. I land on 18 left, I get off right here on Papa, I just take it up Yankee and park it. 9er would just be too much. I mean, there's no point in taking 9er. So we'll go ahead and get rid of Volanta there. We don't really need it open. Just using it because I can. Plus, my streaming encoder doesn't like me having it open, so just wanted to go ahead and listen to the stream. It sounds like my audio is pretty well mixed. I don't know. That might just be my opinion. So we'll be landing in Memphis in probably 30 minutes, probably less. I mean, I'm just sitting here talking at this point. I mean, as you can see, it's pretty bumpy. If you're looking out the window now, you can see it's kind of rocking. Not as bad as it was flying up to Cincy. Coming back down, it's definitely a lot better. Can tell you the flight from Memphis to Newark, however, was not fun because the amount of just turbulence was kind of not fun. So a lot of turbulence going up there, and then coming back was pretty smooth, but it was just long because of the headwind. So just a quick look around the cockpit. Here you go. If anyone has any questions about the cockpit or what any of these buttons are, I can't guarantee you'll be able to answer them, but I mean, don't be afraid to ask. I'll try my best to explain it. So we have been streaming for 44 minutes and 30 seconds, and we are probably a little bit over halfway there. We have a 41 knot headwind, so that's a little bit about why we're not really going that. We haven't gotten that far. I don't know why Volanta keeps like killing my stream. It's like encoding overloaded. I mean, probably because I didn't overclock before I streamed. I mean, I could overclock it right now, but I don't know how it would like that idea. I don't think, and this is also the 4K texture dash 700, so my frames aren't in the area I'd like them to be. I'll go ahead and move this out of the way real quick. You can see my frames up there in the corner are like 36. It's not as good as I'd like, but it's acceptable. Up in the top right corner, it's not part of the simulator. It's what I have open on my other monitor. It's just Navigraph charts. I have it open because why not? I would like you guys to see what I see up to a point, so you can see my charts. You're welcome to see any of that kind of stuff, but if it's anything personal, there's a pretty good chance you're not going to get to see it. So we're going to be starting our left turn direct to Wisna here shortly, after we hit Pocket City in about 16 miles. We'll be continuing our Mach .776 until the top of our descent, which will bring us down to 240. Once we contact center, we'll most likely get a descent at pilot's discretion down to 240. I don't know, though. That might just be me not using my brain. If anybody has any flight suggestions, go ahead and drop them down. I'm open to suggestions. That's one of the main reasons I don't fly a whole lot, is because I just get stumped, and I'm just like, alright, I spend like half the day just sitting here contemplating what I want to open. So I am more than open to your suggestions. Fuel, roger. That's letting me know, no, I'm not about to stall out and crash because I ran out of fuel. It's letting me know that my center tanks are empty. This plane can't hold that much fuel, so the center tanks have to take over. I mean, I loaded up 21,000 pounds, and some of that had to bleed into the center, so that just shows how little it can hold. So we're now going to go ahead and go direct to the Wisna, as I was saying before. And now it's going to drop it into a left turn. It's turning right a little bit just to get me kind of a little bit towards Pocket City. I really want to know who came up with the names of these VORs, because they're kind of dumb. When I was watching one of the Indianapolis Center controllers stream last night, you should go check him out. It's Ice Cold 6K on Twitch. It's really good. He's a visitor in Memphis, and he's also over in Indy, so go check him out. He's on Twitch. I think he might be on YouTube, but if any of you want the link to that, just ask me for it, and I'll drop you a link to him. Go check him out. So he was streaming last night. I was watching him, and I heard him clearing people direct to some of these VORs, or radar contacting them and giving them a distance from that VOR. And some of the names of the VORs over in Indy are just weird. I mean, I don't know what to say about them. So go ahead and set our auto brakes to 2. I don't forget to do it later. And we'll either be getting a contact me, or, you know what? Let's do this. Let's go, do this. I don't want to do that. I want to get a waypoint. I want to get my distance from a VOR, but I can't really see one. There's one. So let's do the OWB. What is it, the OWB? So let's go fix OWB. So we're on about a 3 miles from the Oscar Whiskey Bravo.
675 in my airspace to the south, Atlanta Center offline. Radar services terminated. Thanks for change approved.
Our frigate train to Berlin 635 was your next time. See you.
Memphis Center, hello. Dragster 574 is with you. We're about 3-4 miles from the Oscar Whiskey Bravo VOR. Don't even know what it is, so.
Dragster 574, squawk 1555.
1555, Dragster 574. Simple enough. 1555. There we go. And I would drop him an ident, but I can't find the button. Oh, there it is.
Dragster 574, radar contact 30 southwest of the Pocket City VOR. Final 30, welcome aboard.
Thank you. Alright, so we've now established two-way communications with the center, and that's pretty good. So I guess now the flight is
119 Alpha Kilo, descend via the Hobart 3 arrival, Northwest landing south altimeter 3015. You can expect the visual approach, runway 18 left.
Alright, we'll descend via the Blues 3 landing south, and we'll expect the visual 18 left, Dragster 574.
It's not for you. Number 119 Alpha Kilo, descend via the Hobart 3 arrival, Northwest landing south. You can expect the visual approach, runway 18 left.
November 119er Alpha Kilo, expecting 18 left, ILS, descending to Hobeck 3 arrival.
Didn't say ILS. It's a visual.
That was going to be the visual for 18 left. Did you need the ILS?
Roger that. Let's do the ILS for 18 left.
Number 119 Alpha Kilo, roger. Expect the ILS, runway 18 left.
It's an example of why you always need to pay attention. You're just sitting there kind of, just slacking off, just kind of listening, or just chilling in the cockpit. You need to listen to the calls, because, I would...
X1361, descend via the Blues 3 arrival, Memphis, landing south, altimeter 3015.
You're descending by the Blues 3 arrival, southbound, let's go, altimeter 3015, FedEx 46.
Thinking about picking up the 7-2 for X-Plane. Looks like a pretty fun plane to fly. I don't know about it, though. I mean, you can see the... Alright, look. You can see the transition between...
Dragster 574, descend via the Blues 3 arrival, Memphis, landing south, altimeter 3015.
Send via the Blues 3 landing south, Dragster 574. Yeah, so you can see the transition between our regular scenery and our ortho. You can see where it just looks a lot more realistic there. I think that's the transition between Kentucky and Tennessee. Kind of bleeds down into Tennessee. I think there's a little bit of ortho. It kind of bleeds into Mississippi, but there is no actual Mississippi ortho. If anybody has any, you're welcome to send it to me. So now cleared to descend via the Blues 3. So once we hit Cassett, we will descend and maintain 240 or above. There's, I mean, he didn't give me a runway, so I'm assuming 18 left, but, I don't know. That's up to him. And I really don't care either way. Because unlike most pilots, I know how to reprogram my FMC most of the time. I like how every time I'm not in Grenada, there's always fighter jets over it. Right now, there's a Northrop T-38C Talon over Grenada, Mississippi, so that's kind of fun.
Skywest 2587, Lima airspace, radar services terminated, frequency change approved.
19 to Concord 2587 today.
Delta 858, Lima airspace, radar services terminated, frequency change approved.
Alright, we'll see you next time, Delta 858 today.
Dragster 574, you can expect the visual approach runway 18 left.
Expecting the visual 18 left, Dragster 574. Go ahead and get the altimeter again. It's going to be 3015, so I'll go ahead and pre-program that in. And I'll put it over here as well. Now all I gotta do is just press standard, turn those off, and it'll automatically be on 3015 once I disengage standard.
Memphis Center, Citation 3 Alpha Victor, we're back. I don't know what happened with our internet here. Citation 3 Alpha Victor, roger.
Where is that guy? Three Alpha Victor? I might have to look this guy up. Let's look. Let's go to VAT scope. Let's go 3 AV. There he is. He's all the way up. He's going 578 across the ground at flight level 39. 400 or 390. Yeah, I can't read. He's going to Peachtree. Pretty cool. I guess our next frequency is going to be 119.7. I guess we can just go ahead and set 14000. Go ahead and double check our landing altitude, just to make sure all that's set so that we can be ready. So 338. I guess we could go with, yeah, we'll just do that, doesn't matter. All that looks good. Okay. Angle overhead panel looks good. Once I pass through 10,000, continuous ignition will come on. Coming up on our top of descent here over Cassett. So I guess we can go ahead and start down to 240 now. Start down to 240 so we can actually meet the altitude restrictions. So we'll also go ahead and pull out the speed brakes, and we'll kick the Mach back just a little, and 2,500 on the descent right, and pull that back just a little. There we go. And I guess from here, pretty much it's going to get us on down. So we're hitting some pretty mild turbulence. It's pretty moderate. It's nothing to really get all worried over. Yeah, I want to go ahead and get down to 240 so I don't cause a problem for my airplane. Once I'm at 240, I'll re-engage VNAV, and we'll continue. We can just use this for the rest of the flight. I mean, it doesn't really matter. So we'll go ahead and go down to 240, and then at Specker we'll keep going down. Go ahead and check the stream before things get...
004, recycle transponder, squawk 1554. Giant 4, you're in contact over the Farmington VOR, flight level 360. Welcome aboard. looks like you're a bit off the Hobart there. Go ahead and fly present heading, descend to maintain 2000.
Let's go.
Alright, once we're here, go ahead and level at 240.
November 119 Alpha Kilo, descend and maintain 2000 fly current heading.
We'll go ahead and kill that. Maintain 3, you know, we can, I mean, I guess we could bump it up to 320, but I'm not real concerned about it. Alright, once we hit Casset in 1.1 mile, we will start our descent down to 14,000. We will level at
Southwest 784, leave airspace to the west, Fort Worth Center offline. Main air services terminated, stage approved.
Let's see what VNAV wants us to do.
Guys, take care, Southwest 784.
Alright, we'll go ahead and go down to 1.4. See what Atlanta has to say. Go ahead and grab the altimeter again just to make sure it doesn't change. Juliet 3013. There we go. Make sure that's on.
Southwest 590, squawk 1521. 7521, transmit 590.
Memphis Center, Delta 2604 on the ground at Memphis. Request IFR to Miami. Ready to copy.
Delta 2604, contact Memphis Tower 119.7.
Double 2 realize they were on, sorry about that, sir.
Southwest 590, that's 1521.
Comes the
Southwest 590, radar contact 12,000, descend via the arrival. Expect the visual approach runway to 0 right. Expect visual to 0 right, Southwest 590. Yep, descend via the Swift 2, sorry. And information, Papa is kind of Nashville, let me know when you have it. You've got Papa, sir, 590. Number 119 Alpha Kilo, turn right heading 090.
119 Alpha Kilo, turn right heading 090.
Alright, everything's looking pretty good. Flight radar looks pretty busy today up in Memphis. Good amount of airplanes coming in. A lot of it's airliners. I mean, what you've definitely noticed is you can definitely tell that COVID's kind of calming down because
Quebec now, current Nashville, altimeter 3015.
there's so many airliners coming into Memphis. I mean, Sun Country comes in pretty often now too. I mean, I didn't even think that they're the kind of airline you'd never really expect to see in Memphis, but here they are.
Let's pick up.
1,000 to go, 4,000. Came in from Knoxville. Okay, we had a C-17 flying from Knoxville. Cool. 4,000 kilo speed brakes. Once we hit blues, I mean, in theory, we could go ahead and go down to 10 because it says 230 or
FedEx
below.
1361, just make sure you cross speaker at 290 indicated. I show you indicating 400.
He said FedEx, not me.
Roger, request speaker at 290, FedEx 561.
There's an airport. Wonder if is that Grenada? No, that's not Grenada. What is that? Oh, that's Jackson McKellar. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Alright. Let's go ahead and prepare.
Southwest 590, descend to maintain 4,000. Maintain 4,000.
10,000. That'll be 280. And then down to 10. Speed brakes. Landing lights. Go ahead and drop it down to continuous.
There 119 Alpha Kilo, turn right, heading 150, proceed direct to Romney.
He said Roni. I think that's Romeo, Oscar, November, Echo, Echo.
Memphis Center, Walker 694, flight level 320, 15 northwest of the Vulcan, Birmingham, VOR.
There 119 Alpha Kilo, proceed direct to Romney.
119 Alpha Kilo, direct to Ronnie.
119 Alpha Kilo at Romney, clear to ILS approach runway 18 left,
That's
maintain
good.
2,000 till established.
Maintain 2,000 to established, 18 left.
Number 119 Alpha Kilo at Romney, contact tower 119.7, have a good one.
Go speed brakes.
Walker 694, stalk 1527.
1527, Walker 694.
Number 119 Alpha Kilo at Romney, contact tower 119.7.
At Ronnie, 119.7, roger that, 119 Alpha Kilo.
As soon as I pick up my phone, I'm calling it now. It's going to say something to me.
Walker 690, flight
Oh,
radar,
he didn't.
contact
Okay.
40 west, the Vulcan VR 320, welcome aboard.
Thank you, 694.
Dragster 574, descend to maintain 3,000.
3,000, Dragster 574. $250, 3,000 minus 2,500. Yep, that'll be pretty good. overhead panel. Yeah, that looks good.
FedEx 1361 depart Copenhagen 260. Vectors for the visual approach.
Say again, FedEx 1361.
Depart Copenhagen heading 260.
Leave Copenhagen 260 and expect visual approach, FedEx 1361.
Southwest 598 to right heading 020. Descend to maintain 3000.
Ever Southwest 590?
Affirmative.
Your people, Southwest 590?
Turn right heading 020. Descend to maintain 3000.
Right 020 and down 3000. Southwest 590.
The field's gonna be, I think it's gonna be right in front of us. If anything, it'll probably be a little bit off to our left. That might be it there. I don't know, I can't see it. Oh, that actually, you know what? That might be it over there because it's not rendering in. You know, airports don't like to render for some reason. Let's see. So it's gonna be. Don't need an 80-mile range ring. I think our nose is pointed.
Center, hello, Skywest 5238 with you, flight level 340.
Oh, there it is. There's a little cheat sheet. There they are.
Skywest 5238, squawk 1553.
155 tree, Skywest 5238.
Some FedEx and all that jazz. Can't really see anything, but go with it.
Skywest 5238, radar contact 50 southwest to Pocket City VR, flight level 340, local board.
That's me go.
1,000 to go. Good. Arm the speed brakes. Once we hit 240 and we get it down to 230, I'll drop the flaps down to 1. Alright, there's 2. Alright, flaps 1 coming down.
Plus 590, expect the visual approach runway 20 right.
Expect visual 20 right, Southwest 590.
Center, flight SC to Hotel Zilio V4 request.
Plus 82 Hotel Romeo ahead.
Flight SC to Hotel Romeo is 90. Stub Nashville 10,500 request flight following to Savannah.
Plus 82 Hotel Romeo, squawk 1524.
1524, flight SC to Hotel Romeo.
Southwest 590, descend to maintain 2000, turn left, heading 290.
That's 290 down 2000, Southwest 590.
Alright, 2 Hotel Romeo, radar contact 70 south of Livingston VOR. Altimeter at Nashville 3015.
Okay, everything's set. Looks like we should be ready to go. Go ahead and double check the Memphis ATIS. Juliet 3013, all that checks out.
Southwest 590, continue your left hand, turn heading 230, join the runway 20 right, localizer field 12 o'clock, and 10 miles, report to site.
230, turn 20 right, localizer, and we've got the field site, Southwest 590.
Southwest 590, cleared visual approach runway 20 right, wind calm, runway 20 right, clear to land.
I'm about to do something crazy.
Southwest 590. Memphis, FedEx 261
Maybe.
with you, flight left lost for 2400.
FedEx 2621, radar contact 2500, climb maintain flight level 350.
5, maintain 350, FedEx 261.
And Dragster 574, any chance we can proceed direct Rees, join the 18 left localizer? Rise Rees, however he's at.
Dragster 574, turn right heading 270 for now.
Right, 270, Dragster 574.
FedEx 1361, descend to maintain 3000.
Descend to maintain 3000, FedEx 561.
So the missed approach altitude is going to be, I gotta open the chart and look. What do we, the ILS and localizer, the missed approach altitude is going to be climb to 900, then climbing left, turn to climb to 5,000, and fly the Memphis VOR radio 151 outbound to Keys, and hold on a DME 10.4 off the Memphis VOR. Continue climb. Hold to 5,000.
Dragster 574, turn left heading 210, proceed direct Rony at Rony, cleared ILS approach runway 18 left, maintain 2000 till established.
Alright, we'll turn left heading 210 and proceed direct Rony. At Rony, clear the ILS 18 left approach and maintain 2000 until established.
Dragster 574 at Rony, contact tower 119.7, have a good one.
At Rony, contact the tower 119.7, Dragster 574. It's approach mode.
FedEx 1361, turn left heading 210, proceed direct Reese. Maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS approach runway 18 left.
Go ahead and go down to 2.
Left 210, direct to Reese, maintain 3000 until established localizer, clear ILS to caution 18 left, FedEx 561.
FedEx 1361, contact tower at Reese, have a good one. 100.7 for him.
7
2500.
at Reese, thanks for service by FedEx 561.
Take it down to 2, and then we'll get on the localizer. Go ahead and drop the speed down to 210. We'll kill the speed brakes, arm them. Drop the flaps down to 2, and then drop
Never
it
making
down to 5.
2 hotel man. Did you have anything special you wanted in Smyrna this afternoon?
Negative.
There's the glide slope.
Great,
Maybe.
2 hotel Romeo, copy that. You can expect to make a left base runway 1, right base runway 32 at Smyrna.
Sure, we'll expect the right base 32, Potters to the Romeo.
Southwest 590, welcome to Nashville. Taxi to the terminal via Bravo, Tango 3, Tango 4, clear across runway 13.
Get taxi to Bravo, Tango 3, Tango 4, and clear across 137.
And drop the gear so we can get it locked. Nice, someone has a stuck mic. I love it when that happens. My favorite thing.
Aircraft calling, just static.
That's a static today, American 473, viable tree 40 about 70 southeast of Nashville.
American 473, squawk 1511.
1511, American 473.
On like a 5-mile final, we'll go ahead and
Aviation
drop it to like
488 checking in,
125.
flight level 340 over the spike, Fox Berkshire Alpha, Mike, VOR.
Spirit 4-8.
Tower, Jackson 574, final 18 left.
Jax 574, Memphis Tower, wind 160 at 4, runway 18 left, clear to land. Caution, departing traffic off of 9er.
18 left, clear to land. We'll look out for the traffic, Jackson 574. You gotta love it when your plane blows through the localizer. Nice, look at that. Completely blew through the localizer. We're back on now, though. Too late to call it a Cat 3. Don't need it, though. It's clear skies. Gear down and locked. And we'll rely on, shoot. He wasn't kidding. That guy is rolling on niner. Shee. Look at that.
1,000.
Here he goes.
1,000 feet stabilized, Mr. Perch on speed 7.
Vista day, FedEx 61 heavy, established ILS 18 left.
FedEx
Yeah, right
376,
behind.
contact center 133.65 area flight.
Laps 40. I started doing this till recently. It's not something I like to do.
FedEx 367, contact center 133.65.
132.65, how are you today?
And FedEx 1361 heavy, Memphis Tower, wind 160 at 4, runway 18 left, clear to land, number 2 behind a Boeing 737 on a short file.
There you go, there's me.
Please land 18 left, number 2 FedEx 561.
Starting to flare.
200.
Throttle's mine. Autopilot off. Throttle idle.
100.
Start the flare.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Idle. There's touchdown. Reversers out.
Delta 2604, wind 160
off here?
at 4, runway, or RNAV ribs, runway 18 center, cleared for takeoff.
Didn't like that, did you? Keep it moving, keep it
RNAV
moving.
ribs, Delta 2604, clear for takeoff.
Yeah, no, you don't like it.
Jax 574, welcome to Memphis. Where'd you like to park?
Jackson 574, we're going to the visiting cargo just off of Yankee here. Any chance we can just join pop off of Yankee?
Jax 574, taxi to the cargo by Papa.
Cargo by Papa, Jackson 574, thank you. No, leave that on. Turn these on.
Delta 2604B, holding short, runway 18 center. Got a joystick issue, got to work out here.
Of course you do.
Delta 2604, roger, let me know.
Turn the continuous off.
Wilco, Delta 2604.
Our brakes are disarmed. Here's proof that the plane's still in one piece. And I parked this thing just where we got it out yesterday. Parked next to this Alaska cargo. You can see the KC-10s over there in the middle in the Air National Guard ramp.
1361 Heavy, welcome to Memphis, exit right when able, and taxi to the FedEx hub via Sierra Victor. Cross runway 27 at Sierra.
Sierra Victor, cross runway 27, Sierra, FedEx 1361.
And down to 0. All that is off. Didn't turn our receiver off. Services. See if it'll let us open up yet. Doors, they're locked. Of course they are. What do you need me to do? Go trim air off. All that set. Right now you should let me open them up. Yep, there we go. Here they come. So here it is, pretty much everything open. It's not really that good of a cargo plane, but for some reason KII574 makes it work, so I don't know, why they chose the 734 for a cargo plane, but I mean, I guess if that's all you can afford, that's all you can use. So that was our flight from Cincinnati. I may take it out later today. I might fly something else. I may not be out of Memphis. I don't know. We'll decide when the time comes. I got nothing else to talk about or stream right now. I guess before we go, I guess I should probably look at my landing rate. So let's see. How does that look? That looks pretty. It looks pretty smooth looking at it from overhead. Mine is 332 at 2.1. I mean, that's kind of bad, but I don't really. Yeah. This is where we blew the localizer here. It kind of put us on kind of a, I wouldn't say 1-8 right, kind of a 1-8 center-ish. But, I mean, I guess it was pretty good for, I've only flown the plane 3 times, so, yeah. I'm going to wrap it up here.